Live stream about to begin.
Hola, Word.
Live stream about to begin. It started. Who's recording? Hasso, you have to record the Spanish.
Yeah, I think he's doing it.
Okay. Hola, Aldo. ¿Cómo estás?
Muy bien. ¿Tú, Word?
Muy bien.
Gracias por la clase.
Por nada, güey. Oh my God. Yes. I'm living my dream. All I do is study all day. Thank God for this virus. Now I don't have to make an excuse for my life. ACI Mexico says recording to listen in Spanish to class can be activated.
Sí, recuerden que para escuchar la traducción en español, los que necesiten la traducción en español, si abajo en los iconos de abajo en el globito donde dice interpretación, le pueden dar clic ahí y le dan clic a Spanish, a español, y ahí ya se van a conectar al canal de la traducción directa al español.
Oh.
Just reminding them about the Spanish channel. Yeah.
Oh, ellos. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Tienen que click on el globe. You say globe? What was it?
Globo.
Globo, yeah. Okay. Good. Gracias, Aldo. Okay, we're gonna get started. Okay, how many people we have left? 17? Uh-oh. How many is gonna be left by the end? It's gonna be me and Rick. And Aldo. He can translate for himself. Hi, everybody. Let's do a mandala before I forget about it. Does everyone know the mandala? I'm like such a bad facilitator. I have it somewhere. Do people need to look at it? Tell me now or we're going to sing without it. I don't see anything in the chat. Okay, which means here we go. Who wants to do it? Aldo, you want to?
Okay. Sashi Buki Yuksek Meto Ira Vinci
Impadi Sange Shindu Ikte Owargi Joku Namdak Shingla
Shupacho Idam Guru Ratna Mandalakam Niryataya Sangye Shuddha Soki Choknama Yanchu Bardu Daki Kyapsushi Daki Chunyen Gipe Sunam Ki Rola Penchir Sangye Druparsho Sangye Shudam Soki Shoknama Yanchu Bardu Daki Kyapsushi Daki Chunyen Gipe Sunam Ki Rola Penchir Sangye Druparsho Sangye Shudan Soki Shoknam Yanchu Bardu Daki Kyapsushi. Daki Chunye Gipe Sunam Ki. Brola Penchir Sangye Drupar Sho.
Okay, I just pulled it up on Gopher really quick. There's better versions. Rick has one. Okay. De nada, Nicole. Okay. All right. So we are on class 4. Yay! But first, we have to do a quiz. Aww. Okay, the whole point of this is for you to finish all this stuff. I'm looking at you, Rivas. Don't think I don't know. I know. So I'm pulling up the quiz. Get ready. Quiz time. We'll spend like, I don't know, aproximadamente 10 minutos. Okay. All right. We're on quiz 3, right? Here we go. If you're not doing the quiz, go have a snack or something. Okay. If you don't speak English, you have to ask somebody to translate it. Like maybe Hasso right now. Right, Hasso? Okay. ¿Necesitamos más tiempo o no?
Are there only 2 questions? Worth?
Sí. Solo 2.
Okay.
Okay. ¿Acabaste?
Acabé. Acabé, güey.
Chido, güey. Okay, I'm stopping. Okay. Just time too. We don't have too much time. We have to make sure we get the homework done at the end of class for this class. Okay. So thank you for returning. You're very brave. I think Geshe said he lost like 50% of his students when he taught this course or something. I don't know. I wasn't there, but I think they all came back for Lojong, which was the next course. Anyway, it's a hard course in certain ways, but it's really, really helpful. I was thinking about it. You know, right now we're in this plague, right? And there hasn't been a plague like to this level on Earth for about 100 years. So pretty much everyone who went through the last plague was dead. So everyone who knew what to do was dead, and so everybody around is just what we say in English, just winging it, meaning just figuring it out as they go. But to tell you the truth, I was traveling when coronavirus started to spread rapidly, and I just watched the news, I don't know, like 3 days, and I was like, oh, I know what we should do. It was, and the reason I knew is because logic. It wasn't hard. It's not difficult to figure out what to do about Corona. Getting humans to act logically, now that's a different problem. As all of you in all your countries have noticed. Some countries are more logical than other countries. Okay? You also know this. I'm not going to point to any countries, US, that aren't logical. US. But it's important. It's really important. And it's if it's not part of the education system, which it is a part of classical Buddhist education, people can't really think that well. And then they go on social media and they believe in weird conspiracy theories about people eating babies instead of just wearing a mask or something, you know? So Logic is important. It's life or death right now. It's not like something we're just doing, but it's always life or death. If you hadn't noticed, maybe you didn't notice, but you're gonna die. Maybe you think you're gonna be the one exception. I don't know. Most teenagers think that. What do you say, Hobins? Hobins? They think they're gonna be the one exception to death. I don't know. Maybe. Who am I to say? But today's class is about cause and effect. And if you understand cause and effect, as far as Buddhism believes, you can stop death. Okay, you can stop sickness. You can stop suffering. And usually you start with your own, okay? To all of you out there trying to save your novias y novios. You think bodhicitta means running around bothering people or something. It doesn't. It means doing it yourself and then showing everybody else how. Okay? And you're going to need to think very clearly for that. I have a lot of bad qualities. Many, many, many. Three of us can tell you about them. Or Aldo even knows more. He had the misfortune of living with me. And but I can say one good quality I do have is I'm logical. And I'm a clear thinker. And even in difficult situations, I still think clearly. If not, I would be in jail. Because I can also be very angry. I would have punched somebody in the wrong place, in the wrong country. I've come close, okay? Fortunately, I thought clearly enough to be like, well, if I punch them, I'll feel good for about 1 second. But then I'll feel really bad when the Mexican police take me away. Okay? They say, los federales. Okay, they've pulled me over a couple times. Their guns are taller than them. I'm like, okay, this is bad situation. So yeah, you have to be able to think clearly, and especially about yourself, be able to examine yourself and understand what's going on in your mind. Many, many, many people in the world have no, in English we say no recourse, right? Nothing to fall back on, no refuge. They're just, if they feel good, it's just a matter of time before their good karma wears out. If they feel bad, they don't know how they feel good again. And either way, they're in a body that's gonna die. Maybe it's from corona, maybe it's from old age, maybe they'll get hit by a bus. I don't know. But if everything has a cause and everything has an effect, then even death has a cause. And if you do the opposite of that, maybe no more death. Okay? I can't tell you for sure. I didn't get there. But according to tradition, many people have. And you shouldn't believe me. You should practice really hard. Okay? Coronavirus is one of the best things that happened to me so far, because I have the excuse not to leave the house. I can just stay in my room and practice all day. Everyone's living the life that I've been living for like 15 years. Okay, that's the pep talk. Now we are going to talk about cause and effect. That's the class. So I've been using the notes. They're actually pretty good for a lot of classes. You should definitely listen to each class though. The reason I know they're good is because I listen to the class, mostly. I've heard it many times. This is the 4th time. I recommend listening it over and over. To my Tibetan students, like, wait, how can I learn Tibetan? I don't learn Tibetan. I just listened to Geshe Michael's class over and over until I memorized it. Even the jokes, okay? The jokes are a lineage too. You have to pass down your Lama's jokes. That's your duty, okay? Not mine. My jokes are bad. Geshe Michael's are funnier. Okay. Okay, here we go. Cause and effect. Geshe says cause and results. Say Gundre. That means cause and effect. Maybe I'll. Who wants to learn more Tibetan? Yay! Nobody, but I'm gonna force you anyway. When I met Geshe Michael, he said, "Where'd you learn all this Tibetan?" I said, "From you, Geshe Michael, online." Okay, so he teaches it in the class as a way to plant a seed. So I'll teach you a little bit, just so it'll go into some part of your mind, and then my Tibetan will get better all of a sudden because my seeds will ripen, okay? All right. Let's see. Gundre. Le Gundre. One more. Gundre. There it is. Gyu means cause. Okay. Dre literally means like a fruit. Drebu. Drebu means fruit. I think in Tibetan it can be rice too, like Drepung. Drepung Monastery. Sorry, something in my throat. Drepung means pile of rice monastery. Anyway, Gyundre means cause and effect, or cause and results. Okay? And there it is in Tibetan. And here it is in Chinese. Chinese is literally the same here. Guo means fruit or something. Yin means cause. Same exact. Okay. That's enough. Just a taste, okay? So the first thing in the class is Mingde Shaktam, which means things are established as a name and a term. And this is actually a carryover from last class. I think some students were asking questions at the beginning of class. And Ming means name. Day means, Da means term. If you put an S on the end in Tibetan, you say day, and that means by terms, by names and terms. Shak, we did 2 classes ago, I think. It means to establish or to present or something. And Tsam means only. Solo, justo, just that. And Mingde Shaksam means it's about Dunshi, the image. Things are only established due to the thing that comes out of your mind from the seed you planted in the past when you did that thing to somebody else. And there's nothing else except that. Okay? Okay. That's from last class, but Geshe talked about it, so I included it, okay? There's a lot of Tibetan in this class, okay? Don't worry about it. Just get the core ideas. But I'm gonna say the Tibetan as a blessing, and maybe Rivas will study more or something. But I'm not holding my breath. But maybe, you never know. Okay. Oh yeah, this is really important for the whole class. Say Rikpe. Rikpe jotang. Rikpe jotang. This is what I think confuses a lot of people when they are wanting to study Buddhist logic or debate, because what happens is they just get tripped up by the how do you say the form, the structure of the debates. But the structure is very structural, and it's highly predictable once you know the structure. If you don't know the structure, it's very difficult, right? Because it just seems like you don't know what's going on. But it's very logical. There's 3 parts of a logical argument. In English, it's a fancy word, syllogism. No sé en español. Syllogismo?
Silogismo.
Syllogismo, yeah. It means like a formal structure to a logical argument, right? So you have the thing you're talking about, the thing you want to prove about it, and the reason that you're presenting that thing you want to prove is true. And then sometimes you can add an example. Okay, so we're going to talk about that at the end of class as part of our formal logic portion of our class. So that was another question. I know you don't care, but this tang means like the gait of a horse. Also, it's used to refer to the ways in which we view reality sometimes. Geshe likes to ask that question, and maybe you'll make some money if you memorize that. Okay, Gyundre, I already explained. Okay, so what's the definition of a cause? We say keje, gyui, tseni. And again, this is not the correct Tibetan spelling. This is just the pronunciation. Seni means definition. Gyui means what's the definition of a cause? Keje, that which is brought about or produced. Okay, and it just means something that basically comes from something, or something that produces something else. And so trebu is a result, like I said in the beginning. It literally means fruit. And nupo, which we had, which means working thing, is in itself, because it's a nupo, because it's a working thing, it has both, it is both a cause and a result. So this goes for anything. But if we talk about seeds, it's even easier. Meaning, okay, a seed is the cause of a tree, correct? And the continued cause of that tree is the tree the second before. Meaning, the seed becomes the tree, and as the tree keeps changing, right, growing or dying, however you want to put it, existing as a changing thing, the thing that causes the next moment of the tree is the thing is prior to that, which is true of the seed too. You know, as the seed grew, it became a tree, and as the tree grows, its treeness is what makes it continue as a tree. Okay? So all ngupos are both causes and effects, causes and results. And then gyu just means cause. And by definition, every cause must be a working thing, because, and it must be the result of something else. And every result must be the cause of something else. Right? Okay. You have to think like that. Oh, there's a famous argument. I'm not going to go there. Okay. So there's two types of cause. There's nyugyu and there's yugyu. Here, this is not gonna help you. I'll show you more Tibetan. I know how much you care. Maybe if you're really confused, you can ask Juan Hasso and Alex Rivas to teach you how to pronounce all this stuff correctly. Right, Rivas? Because he's not busy. Okay. Oh. So this is Gyugyu. So it's pronounced, this Gyu, it's shortened. It's Gyu, because this D at the end. And this Gyu sounds a little longer, Gyu. Anyway, this Gyu means like, it means indirect. It's the same Gyu that means lineage, right? Like my Gyu Lama is Ken Rinpoche, okay? Because he's my Lama's Lama. In Sanskrit, they say parampara. Like what's the stream? Like what's the lineage? What's your lineage? So even though it looks the same when you just put in the English, it's not. It's Gyu, right? Shortened. And then Nyugyu, can I spell Nyu right? I think so. Yes. Okay. Nyugyu means direct. Okay. It is the same Nyu as in Nyupo, but it doesn't mean Nyupo here. Okay. So don't get confused. You probably are already. I'm sorry. Nyu means direct. So for a tree, the direct cause of the sprout is the seed, right? The indirect cause is the tree that the seed came from. Make sense? Because that seed came from another plant. And so 2 causes back is indirect. Direct cause is 1 cause back. Okay, it's not too bad. Someone's shaking their head, that's good. Even if you're really confused, just shake your head, okay? Because then I feel better. Just go like this the whole time. And then you can complain to Aldo later, and Aldo can really explain it to you. Okay. Okay, and so with changing objects with a pen, for instance, as I said with the tree, the thing that is the continuous direct cause of the pen is the pen from the moment before, which sounds weird, right? Maybe you never thought of it like that, but you kind of have to think that way, because otherwise, if you say, like for a tree, that the seed is the cause of the tree, but when a sprout happens, when the sapling happens, the seed disappears. So what's the thing causing the tree after the seed is gone? Because it disappears, right? If the seed stuck around, if the seed sticks around, then no tree, right? I mean, trees give you seeds, but seeds give you more trees, and then they give you seeds, right? Okay, so no seed, no tree. But then after the seed, so the seed then becomes the gyugyu, the indirect cause. Got it? So ngalo sujungwa. This nga isn't the na and I. It's sangatanga, means before, and lok means to flip. I think Hasso knows this lok from a different part of logic text. Okay. Lok means to flip. So it means like, it goes like this. Next, next, next moment, next moment, next moment, next moment. Okay. That's not that bad, right? You're the cause of you in 1 minute is the result of you, the result that is you in the next minute is caused by you right now. Right? If your causes run out, then you no more. Okay? So we're gonna keep these causes going. Okay, so now, if you haven't taken course 4, this is harder. If you have, you probably forgot anyway. So this is pretty hard, but this is covered in course 4. It's very, very important in course 4, which is called proof of future lives. It's also proof of past lives, but I think proof of future lives sounded cooler and so Geshe-la called it that. It's proof of both. And so, well, it's a whole course. It's 10 classes, and it's a difficult course, but the basic understanding is that the proof of a future or a past life is based on what we call the nirlengi gu. Okay, you know what gu means now? It means cause, right? Gi just means of in Tibetan. And nirlen, Geshe-la translates as material. Even though it might sound vague, the best word for it might be just the stuff. ¿Cómo se dice stuff en español?
Materia o la cosa.
Yeah, it's probably a better word. Cosa means thing, right? Materia is material. Yeah. But this is like, stuff is like very vague in English, right? We're encouraged not to use it when we're writing composition in like college. It's like, don't say stuff because it's too vague. But here, it is stuff. It's whatever that thing is. Okay, so for a clay pot, which is a famous example, what's that a famous example from for $20?
The what?
The clay pot as the material cause.
The wheel of life, the potter.
Yay! Aldo got it. I don't know when I'm going to pay you, Aldo, but you're on the list, okay?
No worries. I donated to Haso's account.
You want me to?
Yes.
I don't know. I don't want to pay him either. So I said 20 pesos, right?
I heard pounds, British pounds.
Pound sterling. Okay. Hasso, Aldo just gave you $20. Okay, yeah. But on the Wheel of Life, it's the second link, duce, right? Which is like making stuff, fresh karma, right? So yeah. So the material cause, the nirlengi gu of a pot, of a clay pot, is the clay, right? Literally the stuff that you make into the pot. Right? Es fácil, ¿no? Oh, es complicado. Okay, so that's the basic. So the material cause of a tree, we always say acorn in a oak tree. Geshe-la, we always talk about oak trees. Geshe-la, his monastery was in the Northeast. Actually, I'm at my mom's house right now, getting incredible good karma, okay? And She lives like, I don't know, 45 minutes from Geshe-la's old monastery. It's very close, actually. Yeah. So there's a lot of oak trees around here in this part of the United States. And so he tells different stories about oak trees because I guess because at that time he was here, and oak trees get very, very big. I think there's oak trees. There's at least one oak tree in my county that I'm living in, that I grew up in, that was here when how do you say, Cristobal Colon, when he came. Yeah. There's like over 500-year-old oak trees here. And so they get huge and live a long time. That's the point. But they come from seeds that are this big. In English, it's acorn. I don't know.
Bellota.
Bellota? Okay, yeah. Actually, we talked about this once, Aldo. I remember. In that room you're in now. Yeah. So that thing, this thing, La Bellota or La Bellota? Yeah. La Bellota es muy pequeño, ¿no? Muy pequeña. It's super small, just a few grams. But these oak trees, oh my God, they're huge and they weigh tons. And they can last hundreds of years, half a millennia, 500 años, right? So anyway, the material cause of the oak tree is the stuff of the acorn, right? That stuff inside the acorn. Like if you have a seed and you damage it enough, right, it won't be viable anymore. You damage the stuff in there that allows it to flip over, right? If you cook it or something, or put it in acid or radioactive material or different things. Okay, so that's material cause. The thing that flops over and becomes the stuff. Okay, and this is in Tibetan. Rangite gyun tut sora keche. The thing that becomes gyun flows into, the stuff that flows into and becomes rang itself. Okay, this gyun is really important. What's the most important gyun? $30, come on. Okay, cancel that. Gyun Shak.
Stream.
Oh, just a second earlier. For no money, what stream?
Mental stream.
Yeah, which stream do you want to enter the most, though? Enter, stream.
Like a stream.
Area, stream enter.
Yes.
Perceive emptiness directly.
Exactly. They call that Gyunshak, conveyor belt to enlightenment. Okay, that's why we're doing this class, so you can conveyor belt. Actually, we're doing this class so I can get the karma from me to Gyunshak. Okay. But don't worry. Once I do it, I'll tell you how. Okay, I won't forget about you guys. Okay, so the contributing factors is henchik jeken. So we say gyu dan ken, very famous. Gyu is cause and ken is contributing factor. So for a tree, the nirlengi gyu is the beyota. But the ken is the el sol, el agua, the other stuff, composto, everything else that goes into it, that isn't the material cause, isn't the thing that flips over and becomes the oak tree, but supports its growth, right? And so it's important to make that distinction. And Geshe-la goes into, here he goes into the some of the material from course 4 in the sense of, in course 4, they talk about the nirlengi gyu of you is your mind stream, right? Because you can't be the physical stuff, but the kien is the physical stuff. Your, you know, your parents and everything they had to do to make you. And then how your mom ate when she was embarazada, I think that's how you say it, pregnant, and so forth. Okay? Yay. Okay, so that's causes. And so here's a definition of a result. Kecha, say kecha. Drebui, seni. Okay? Just so you know, they call this whole course of study senipa. Okay? I'll give anyone $100 if you can tell me the senipa we talked about in the mind-only text in my book in the mixed nuts. When I say give, I mean eventually. Oh, maybe don't, maybe, I know some of you listen to it. Anyway, senipa. Senipa can mean like really. We talked about beings really going to hell as opposed to just appearing that way. Maybe you caught it in Mixed Nuts. You should watch Mixed Nuts if you're not. Anyway, senipa can also mean a definer, meaning the whole Geshe course is called Those Who Define. So, because it's all about understanding it so well, you have very good, you can give very distinct definitions of everything. That's why we keep seeing the word seni, because we're definers. Okay, so drebu, excuse me, drebu means the result, drebu. This just means of. And then anything that basically was caused. Okay, so this job means the thing that came about, right? It's like future tense or something. Or present perfect, I don't know. It's one of those grammar cases. Let me see. And here we had keche, the thing that brings it about, okay? This is bayata ja sa je, B-Y-A-S, okay, if you care. And then this is just bayata ja, B-Y-A, okay? If you're wondering. So that's pretty easy. A result is anything that came about due to a cause. You knew that already. You're smart. ¿Cómo se dice result en español?
Resultado.
Resultado. Resultado.
Resultado.
Causas y resultados.
Causas y efectos.
Efectos. Oh, yeah. Cool. Okay. Okay, we're moving right along here. So, 2 types of relationships. Okay, so this is important. All of this is important to see emptiness directly, just so you know. If you feel like, why am I studying this? I thought this was gonna be fun. I heard word was funny. This class isn't funny at all. I have to think way too much. I'm getting sleepy. It's Monday night. I just want to watch Netflix. Okay, if you're having all those thoughts, or some of them, the point is to be able to disprove what your mind is telling you is real. Okay? Because I mean, it's very famous in yoga circles, this word Maya, right? Not the kingdom, okay? That's different. The Sanskrit word, it means like illusion, okay? So how is your world an illusion? Because if you tell most people your world is an illusion, right? Unless they're like some kind of spaced out hippie, right? Like I was for like 20 years or something, still am. They're gonna be like, the world's not an illusion. If I take this brick and hit you with it, you're gonna hurt, okay? There's no illusion, right? My grandmother just died of coronavirus. That wasn't an illusion, okay? But we're not talking about that kind of illusion. We're not talking about like, when we say projection, we're not talking about like el cine. We're not talking about it's a projection like light just passes through your hand or something. We're talking about, Geshe probably has the best translation of this in history of Buddhism into English. He says discrepancy. Things are supposed to be one way, but they appear like they're another. Your husband appears like he's grumpy because of traffic and he didn't get his dinner yet, right? Your novia appears mad because she caught you looking at some other woman. Okay, you know who you are. Okay, but is that why she's really mad? Really? I mean, you did look at another woman. I'm not saying that's not true. But you could look at another woman and she could just say, ha ha ha, I caught you, and then no problem, right? If looking at another woman was the cause of getting mad, every time a man looked at another woman with a girlfriend, she would get mad. Just like every time an oak tree flips over, an acorn, una bellota flips over, it becomes an oak tree. It doesn't become apio sometimes or something, okay? Once in a while, you don't just plant bellotas and get apio, right? That would be weird. Same thing here. There's a discrepancy. Things don't seem to work. Sometimes in your world, you say, oh my God, I have bad luck. What's that? Mal suerte? I don't know. I have bad luck. These bad things keep happening to me. I'm unlucky. And sometimes you're like, thank you, God, gracias, Dios, right? You think, wow, so many good things are happening because of God, And other times you're like, oh, wow, I really deserve that promotion because I'm so smart. I did all the hard work. So those are three completely different worldviews. And it doesn't hold up if you think about it logically. It can't be all three at the same time. Someone says mala suerte. Okay, good. Yeah. So that's why we're using this. That's why we're talking about the two types of relationship. I'm just trying to keep you awake, okay? Here we go. Relationship of identity. So relationship of identity means that to be one, if it's connected by to be one means that it is another, right? So Geshe he keeps using the example of car, right? So carros y chevys, right? To be a chevy is to be a carro, right? And the test is if you got rid of all the carros, what would happen to all the chevys? Right? They would all disappear. And like, I know you can say Chevy car, okay? There might be some Chevy motorcycle out there or something, I don't know. That's not what we mean here. We mean that all the Chevrolet cars, if you got rid of all the cars, you would get rid of all the Chevrolets, right? So by identity, they are related by identity. They're connected by their identity. Okay, so that's one type of relationship, which is one you should really think about because it's chichejak, all right? And then there's cause and effect, which means that to cause, one produces the other or was produced by the other, right? And again, we go back to our bellota and our oak tree. ¿Cómo se dice oak tree in español? Wait, is it quer?
Roble.
Roble?
Understand
Yes.
your English.
Oh, okay, cool. So someone pronounce it bellota and roble?
Either way is okay. We're
Yep.
not very many.
Okay. I gotta keep working on my Spanish, okay? So next time I go to Puerto Vallarta, I can ask where the best waves are, okay? Or Sayulita. Sayulita has better waves, right? Okay. So this is cause and effect relationship.
In the group.
Okay, I'm not gonna go there. That's complicated. Oh no, he goes through the whole thing. Okay. Cause and effect according to Madhyamika Prasangika. So if you don't know, our school in Sanskrit is called Madhyamika Prasangika. Okay, so Madhyamika means middle way. Prasangika means, it literally means sarcastic consequence. And we're going to go into why that's the name soon. I'm going to explain that because that's part of logic. That's, our school uses this kind of sarcastic consequence. Okay, it's like this. This is a sarcastic consequence. Oh, masks don't work? Okay, next time you go into surgery, tell the surgeon not to wear a mask, okay? And they're like, oh yeah. Right? This is like, since when wouldn't you want your surgeon to wear a mask? Do you want someone spitting into your body when you're having surgery? No. Okay. And so someone just figures it out. They're like, oh man, okay, you know, that's sarcastic consequence. Okay, anyway. So the logic school, which is called Sautrantika, or the Sutrists in English, is considers cause and effect to be a one-way relationship, meaning the cause makes the effect, and then that's it. But there's a problem with that. Okay, there's a big problem. If anyone took Kamala Shila's diamond cutter, who took that? Is anybody in this class? Maybe Aldo. Taco came to some, I think.
Yeah, people can decide.
But he's translating.
And it's fine. Like,
Um,
someone, you know.
Basically, Kamala Shila talks about it very in depth. That book is from the lower middle way, but still, he talks about it very in depth, meaning you say that it's a proof of emptiness. Think about it. You say that causes and effects have relationship, right? I need to debate somebody. Rivas is a good victim. He's getting sleepy anyway. I gotta wake him up. Rivas.
Hey,
Listo, carnal.
échale.
Okay. Okay, so okay, cause and effect, Chichin. Let's talk about cause and effect. Okay?
Hey,
Okay. There are no causes And there are no effects because by the time you have an effect, cause is gone. Okay, so now here's a choice. He can say your reason is stupid, or you can say your assertion is stupid. Okay, which one's stupid? I mean, they both are, right?
The second one is Cap Majung, right?
Yeah. So he's saying Kappa Mahjong. He's saying that just because, can I remember what I said 5 seconds ago?
Just because the cause is gone when the result arrives, it doesn't imply that the cause it doesn't exist.
Perfect. Woo, that's good. In Tibetan, that's called Kyabalok. Kyabalok means, lok is the same as Jolok. It's like, tell me out loud what the whole thing you're Kabamajunging. Perfect. So you're telling me just because the cause is gone before the effect happens, there is such a thing as causes?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I said.
That's what I said.
Yeah, okay. That's what he said. I just repeated it, okay? Oh, okay. I see. I understand now. Okay. So I guess effects don't need causes. So that's a prasangika. So you have to say either duh, like, yeah, I agree, or chi-cheer. Why the heck did you just say that? Which one?
Chi-cheer.
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 What the hell are you talking about, word? That's some bull. Oh, so now I have to explain. I have to give the reason that I said such a thing. My reason is because it's not an effect unless it has a cause. And if the cause is gone, it can't be an effect. Stop. Right? Okay, we're gonna stop. Perfect, Rivas. Perfect. Good. So that's the idea. Yeah, Geshe does it perfectly in I think it's the second Kamala Sheila Diamond Cutter retreat, which is on the knowledgebase.com. Okay, it's in English, so ask Aldo to translate the whole thing for you or something. But anyway, that's the idea. How can, because it's a proof of emptiness, because you think causes then create effects, but there's no cause there when the effect happens. So how can they have a relationship? Because if the cause were to stay there, if it stayed a bellota, how could you ever get a roble? Right? Anyway, you got to think about that. I'm not doing any more of that. Okay, so here, Holy Geshe Michael deigned it necessary to talk about tax. So this whole class is basically about tak. This whole course, rather. So tak has 3 different meanings. Basically, it means reason. Okay, for 1 peso, what's the definition of a reason?
Anything you give us a reason.
Wow, who said that, Aldo?
Yep.
Perfect. You want to donate your peso to Hasso too?
Yes.
You can find, sometimes I walk around Guadalajara, you find pesos on the ground all the time. People, they're not even worth picking up for people, so they just leave them on the ground. So they're like pennies in the United States. So Aldo, you find one, give it to Hasso, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so tak, a reason, can be the whole syllogismo, the whole syllogism, right? can be called the tak, or just the third part of which is the reason, right? Take sound, it's a changing thing because it's made. So when you say because it's made, that's the tak. But also just the part of the heart of the reason, the part of the reason that describes it is also called the tak. So, and it's tak, tak. It's the same tak as tak madru. Okay, you can't say tak madru. That means you couldn't tie me up, right? Tak means to tie somebody up with rope or something. Tak means like a reason, okay? If you care, which you don't. I don't care if you don't. I'm still telling you. All right. So being a made thing is the heart of the third part of that syllogism. Take sound is a changing thing because it's made. Made is the tak, it's the heart of the reason, okay? Oh, here it is. Did you just read that, Aldo? No, you didn't. You knew, right?
So that, yeah, that we can use everything about
okay,
our body.
but like we said, so taksakupa takiseni, right? The definition of a reason is anything you kupa, put forward as a reason. But that, so I could say take sound, it's a changing thing because monkeys wear green sweaters. Okay? Is that a good reason? Is that a reason?
It's important.
Yes.
Okay. Is it a correct reason?
And once
No.
we think it's important, I guess it's
How do you know? How do you know monkeys have no connection with sound? Okay, so if you want a correct reason, you say tak yang tak. Okay, yang tak means correct. If you took ACI course 1, you know this. Correct view is yang tak pe tawa. Okay? Tawa means view. Yang tak pa means correct. All right. Oh yeah, and just to remind you, when you're, if you're in Mexico, you're probably, if you weren't raised Catholic, you were, we say in English, ensconced in Catholicism, meaning even if you weren't raised Catholic, everything in your world, people have saints and Virgen de Guadalupe statues, and there's cathedrals everywhere. Your culture is Catholic, right? So if you want to start talking about these things, first of all, be sensitive, more sensitive than me, okay? Which won't be hard. Be sensitive to the fact that many people are going to have beliefs that that they believed for a long time since they were a child, since they were children, and those beliefs may not be logical. Okay. At the same time, it's very important, if you have bodhisattva vows, this is one of your vows. Okay, if you don't remember, what vow number is it? It's one of the root vows. It's number 7, I believe. That you basically, wait, no, that's not having a wrong view. This is a different one. I forget. But anyway, you can't teach somebody emptiness when they're not ready. Okay? If you came to this class and you already took 12 courses and you've been studying ACI, most of you, for at least a few years, and you hang out with Hector Marcel and Alex Rivas and Su Gengshi, okay, you already been exposed. If someone broke their vow, they did it a long time ago, and I'm not breaking mine, okay? If you got upset about emptiness, that happened like 3 years ago, and you're still around, so it's okay. Meaning, you're coming to this class is a tacit agreement to hear about these things, but that doesn't mean, that's not the same for your tia, okay, or your tío. They might not care about emptiness, okay? They don't want to hear about Becuidad this Navidad, okay? Even if you're excited about it. So in Buddhism, it's an incorrect reason, it's an incorrect syllogism if you say something someone's not ready to hear. And that takes a lot of skill to know. Sometimes you have to wait a few years before you tell somebody something. Okay, I have a friend. He had some trouble, or he was holding some attitudes, and he got mad at me. We were talking about something deep, and he got mad, and I was like, and we stopped talking mostly, and I was like, he'll be back. Okay, I'll wait. Okay, 10 years. Wait, was it 10? Wait, no, 12 years later, he calls me. His whole life is falling apart. Divorced, lost his house, lost his car. Crazy, insane, like everything crumbled. Lost his job, no money. He went from having a lot of money, maybe over $1 million, right? Which is quite a bit. Anyway, smart guy. And then he called me. And I started talking about this stuff. And he's like, oh, okay. But sometimes you have to wait. Okay, we call it the long con in English. You have to wait. You have to just be patient. And even if it's not this life, just get enlightened. You'll have infinite lives to get them. Don't worry. Okay? All right. So it's incorrect reason if someone isn't ready. All right? All right. Okay, so how to make a correct syllogism? Say, sulsum yimpa. Sulsum yimpa. I don't see your lips moving. Sulsum yimpa. Okay. Sul means like the way or the method. We have it in the word sultrim, which you might know from like morality, like the way to do things correctly. Som means 3. Yimpa means like is, pretty much. Basically, this, the way Geshe-la says it when he translated in class, like logic class, is do the 3 relationships hold? Okay? And you can use this every day. Someone says, take coronavirus. It's highly contagious, so I shouldn't wear a mask. Right? And you say, Takbadru. Right? Because, no. Kabamajung, excuse me. Take coronavirus, it's highly contagious, I shouldn't wear no, Takmadru, right? Yeah. So, because 1 and 3 don't match up. Coronavirus, being a virus, means you should wear a mask. That's 1 and 3, okay? And then, wait, no, hold on. I'm probably messing this up, sorry, let me see. Take coronavirus, it's highly contagious, so you shouldn't wear a mask. I think it is Kapamajong because 1 and 3 can still hold. It's 2 and 3 that don't. Okay, let's figure it out together. Here we go. So let's go back to sound. It's easier, and I know that one. Take sound, right? Jachichen. It's a changing thing, mitakte, because it's made, right? So, is sound made? Anybody?
Yes.
Good. So that's the chok chu. And Geshe really encourages us to do the reading on this. The second part of the reading talks about this. I did not do the reading this time. I needed more sleep today, okay? But you should do it. And also, don't drive yourself crazy trying to do all the reading at once, because these things are made to be learned over years, okay? But Geshe puts everything in there because he had very limited time, and he knew if he did not translate it then, he might not ever get to it. Although we are now translating the book in the Mixed Nuts class. It's Adam's book. Adam's the translator, if you don't know. Anyway, so the Chokchu, sound is the subject, right? And being made is the reason. So sounds are made. So that relationship holds. You can just say 1 and 3 holds, right? Okay, that's easy, right? So let's go back to my coronavirus. Is coronavirus, should you wear a mask? Take coronavirus. Oh, I should make it easier. I say, take coronavirus. It's a contagious virus. Therefore, you shouldn't wear a mask. That's what I should say to make it easier. Anyway, so 2 and 3, or say, if 3, then 2 is how you say. If your reason, then your assertion, okay? And it's amazing I know all these things, and I know them because my Holy Lama paid me to sit in the class for 4 years. And even when I was confused, I tried to listen most of the time. Or I would just start looking at my phone and texting, as Rivas caught me doing at least once. Okay, so JCap. JCap means the cap, like as in Kappa Majung, holds. So if sound is a made thing, then it is changing. Is that true?
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, no, okay. I now I'm going to change my coronavirus argument. Here we go. Take coronavirus. You shouldn't wear a mask because it's highly contagious. Okay, that's what I should say. Okay, so is coronavirus highly contagious?
Get a sense of how many cases.
Yes, so 1 and 3 hold. Okay, so now let's do the JCAP. If coronavirus is highly contagious, I shouldn't wear a mask. Is that true?
No.
Exactly.
No.
Okay, good. So that is the JCAP does not hold. 1 and 3 is right, but if 3, then 2 does not hold.
That's Kappa Majung, right?
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. So you couldn't say Takmajung to that. You would say Kappa Majung. Good job. Because Kap means basically holds, or it means pervades, but that's a hard word. And Ma means does not. Jung, right? Does not come from that. Does not equal that. And so, yeah, and this is what we just did. If something is made, it must be a changing thing, correct? Okay, and now the third one is controversial, okay? But it's so sum. It's the 3. So, what do you say? Yeah, susum yimpa, right? I don't know why. Apparently the Russian group, who's like beyond nerdy, okay? They're ahead of you guys, Mexicanas. They already translated course 13. They worked really hard on it. So get to work, all right? This one's controversial. They found one that doesn't violate this rule. But apparently, listen, so you say if 3, then 2. But the dok cap, which is dok just means also means like flip, the negative, right? Ndok, LDOG, right? The opposite should be true as well. So here we go. If two, what's two with our sound metaphor, our sound syllogism? What's the thing we're trying to prove?
That it is a
That
changing
is
thing.
that is a changing thing.
Yes, both got it right. Thank you. So if two, if sound is not a changing thing, okay, then three, what's our reason?
It was made.
Yeah, then it was not made. Okay, is that true?
Yes.
Yeah, it's true. But the controversial thing is, when is it ever the case that if three, then two is right, the JCAP, when is it ever going to be the case that if not two, then not three? Okay, apparently the Ukrainians found such a case, okay? You have to ask them. One of them explained it to me. I forget already. Max did it. He's very smart, Max and Alexei, those guys. They're super nerdy. Okay, in a good way. All right, so those are the Tsulsumyimpa. All right. Whoa, we're like on time. Is this the end? Yeah, oh my God. It's like I know what I'm talking about. Okay, it's the Lama's blessing, okay? It's just coming through, I don't know. I don't even know what I know. All right, so these are the three answers so me and Rivas and Aldo and Pau, one class as well. Not today, where's Pau? She's so busy. She's got better things to do. She better do her homework, okay? We've been having these debates, and we've been saying things. You're like, I don't know what they're talking about. They keep saying Tibetan. Word doesn't seem to care whether I understand what's happening in class or not. He just cares about saying Tibetan to Rivas and making bets. That's true, okay? But I also want you to learn, okay? So here are the two basic responses. So Takmadrup means your reason is not correct. Ma means not. Tak means reason, right? Taksakupa, Takiseni. Drup means here, I guess it's roughly translated as correct, but it kind of just means prove. Your reason does not prove. Okay? So now we're gonna debate. Yinghui.
Hi, teacher.
Jinbei hao ma? Okay, I picked Yinghui because I know she knows English. Sorry, some of you I know, but some of you I don't. So, okay, so we're gonna have a debate. You ready?
Oh, okay.
Okay. All you have to say is Takmadrup, okay? Just get ready to say Takmadrup, okay?
All the way.
Yeah, I'm gonna say something and you're gonna say Takmadrup, okay?
Okay.
I can barely hear you. I don't know why.
Is it better now?
How da? It's better.
Okay, then I'll do it this way.
Okay, here we go. Oh yeah, everybody, this is Yinghui. She's in the Singapore group. She's one of the nerds who hung out with me this summer doing Tibetan. And she did good. Good job, Yinghui. I know you study. Good job. Okay, so get ready to say Takmadrup, okay?
Okay.
Take sound. It's a changing thing. because monkeys wear green sweaters.
Tak maju.
Yay! Oh, very good. 非常好。
谢谢
Okay.
老师。
Okay, wait. Now you get ready to say kapamajung. Okay. So what she said is takmaju. Just she said this. She said, monkeys wearing green sweaters isn't a proof that sound's a changing thing. Okay. She says, your reason, monkeys wear sweater, does not prove that sound is a changing thing. Right? So the proof, the reason has to prove the assertion, right? The assertion is the second thing you say. Okay, here we go. Get ready to say kapamajung, all right?
Okay.
Okay. Take sound. It's an unchanging thing because it's made.
Kapamajung.
Oh! Yay. Exactly. Okay. Rivas, kabalok.
Okay. Not because 1 and 3 is right. So not because the sound is made means that, what did you say? Monkeys.
No, unchanging.
Okay. Just because
Sound is made.
sound is made, that doesn't prove that it's not changing.
Yes, that doesn't prove it's unchanging,
Yeah.
right? Or not changing. Yeah. Good. Yay, good. Okay, got it. Some of you, maybe. I guess it depends how Hasso is translating this. I don't know what he's doing. Okay, good luck, Hasso. Okay. 谢谢你，英辉。
不客气，老师。
Good job. Okay, so now we have to talk about Teongyur, okay? So in Sanskrit is prasangika. Sometimes people say what do they say? Prasangika?
Prasangika.
I don't know. They make one of the letters long when it shouldn't be. Prasangika. I can't even pronounce it wrong. Okay, sorry. I forget how to pronounce it wrong. Anyway, it's prasangika. And the Tibetan way to say that is Teongyur. Okay? Kyur means, actually, let me see. Yeah. Kyur means like Ungyur, actually. This is where this N comes from. It's a prenasal. Ungyur means will become or something. But tell, this is second column, aspirated. Tell means a sarcastic consequence or an absurd consequence, right? So I can sit here and try to prove to people on Facebook about wearing masks, you know, and I used to do that. Now I don't do that stuff anymore. I don't know. You can try if you want. There's probably better things to do with your day. Basically, you can try, or you can be like, or you can just be like, well, you should wear a mask because Dr. Fauci said, you know, it's going to help with the contagion. And the CDC last week released a report, and they'll be like, no, you're part of the conspiracy to eat babies. And you're like, okay, I'm not eating babies. Or you can just say to them, oh, I guess next surgery, your surgeon shouldn't wear a mask. Okay. And they'll be like, what? Like, what? Masks don't do anything. Why is your surgeon wearing a mask? And they're going to be like, they'll still get mad at you and unfriend you, but they might figure out, oh, duh. In every other situation ever, masks were fine. All of a sudden, it's weird, okay? Because it's being politicized. But anyway, the point is, that is a telngir. You just say a ridiculous thing that's supposed to lead their mind to the truth. And there's a whole long story of why our school is called that, that was gone over in Nick's book, in the Mixed Nuts, because his book is written from the point of view of the Prasangika Madhyamika. It's written by Geltsub J, Jason Koppa's very famous logician student. And I'm not going to get into that because I forget exactly, what does it say right here? Yeah. Anyway, it's just a way to lead people's minds. Let's just say that, okay? Okay, so when you do a telngir in a debate, when you put a telngir in a debate, what there's two ways you can do it. I wish Sugang was in class, but he's busy, I'm sure, doing 8 million other things. When you say it, you can go up with your voice or you can go down with your voice. If you go up in your voice, that means that you're saying you don't believe it. If you go down with your voice, that means you do believe it. The issue is in written Tibetan, they're spelled the same exact. So meaning the whole crux of all these arguments, when they're written down, you don't know if the guy agrees with what he's saying or not, okay? And so to cure that, usually you have to read ahead or really understand the Rikpe Drotang. What's that? $20. Come on. I know, it was like an hour ago. the flow of the argument, right? The Rikpe Drotang, how the logical things flow. If you really understand the flow, then you can understand if he's going up or down, okay? So we always joke around in class, in Mixed Nuts class, because sometimes we don't know and we're supposed to read it, and so you just do something in the middle or you guess. But basically it goes like this. I would say, it would sound like this, just so you know, just so you get the transmission. If you do believe it, you would say, Yimbata. Your voice goes down, right? If you don't believe it, you go, Yimbata? Like, what? Like, that's crazy. Like, Yimbata. Like, so you're telling me I shouldn't wear a mask? Or you're saying, or you would say, so I guess, so like with the sound thing, you say, so I guess your favorite song never happened, right? Because if sound isn't a changing thing or it's not made, then you could never hear a song, right? Because it has to happen. And if it's happening, then it's made and it's a changing thing. And therefore it ends. Okay? And that's the end of the question. No, everyone has it perfect. So you all want to debate me now? Like, no, it's just Monday and it's late. When is this going to be over? Don't worry, the torture's going to be done soon, okay? So now we'll do the homework. So get your homework out. Make your life easier. Do it now. Don't wait. So we're on homework 4, which is great. And we went over everything. So this should be easy. Okay. Here we go. There's no questions. Oh yeah, because Hasso is doing the translation, so there's no questions. Okay, that's good. Hasso, you're gonna translate every night now, okay? Joking. I love Hasso's questions. Okay. Class 4. Give the definition of a cause, okay? Anything which brings about something else. Easy. Maybe you care about the Tibetan, I don't know. This word, ke, it's similar to Zhang Chub Semke. What's that?
Bodhicitta.
Yes, bodhicitta. Like the thing is, and it comes from the same, it came from the root ke, which means born or to bring about, right? This ke is a little different. It's like to develop or something. It's similar, but a little different. If you put a B in front of it, bao, then it becomes the ke in Jangchup Semke, which is like developing the wish for enlightenment, literally. In Tibetan, not in Sanskrit. In Sanskrit, it just means literally Buddha mind, but that's not what it really means. Okay, good. Okay, cause is one of 3 words that all refer to the same thing. Okay, Drebu, because all results are causes, right? Or so just result. Resultado. Also, what is it? Efectivos?
Efecto.
Efecto, right, okay. Efectivo means effective.
Efecto, efectos.
Effecto, effectos. Okay, thank you. Perfect. And then working thing, which is anything that does something, anything that's happening. All right. And that's, well, we've had it in a couple of classes if you care about the Tibetan. Okay, and then in the reading for this class, causes are divided in 2 different ways. So direct and indirect, right? So anyone except Rivas or Aldo, in the case of a tree, what's the direct cause? Of, that's just the first direct cause? I don't know. Explain direct and indirect cause for me using the example of a tree. You can do it in Spanish too. I can mostly understand. Anybody?
Seed, direct, soil, water, sunlight, indirect.
No, that's the next one. And I said anyone but you. Go
I will
away.
try.
Who's that?
Raul.
Raul.
Yeah.
¿Quieres
Okay.
intentarlo?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm just trying to remember.
Okay, good. Good.
Okay.
That's what we want.
The direct cause is the immediate cause before the result.
Yes, perfecto.
Yeah, and indirect cause is a cause before the direct cause of the result.
Exacto. Perfect.
Okay.
Done. Okay.
I have a question there.
Okay, good. What is it?
We said that the seed was the indirect cause because it disappeared when the tree appears, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so does that mean that a direct cause doesn't disappear when the result appears?
No, they both disappeared. The indirect one just disappeared before the direct one. Yeah. Good question. No, they all disappear. They have to. Or you can't.
Okay, so it wouldn't be a correct reason to say that because it disappeared, it's an indirect cause, right?
Because it disappears, it's a direct?
Indirect cause.
No, you couldn't say that because direct also disappears. Yeah, it would. Yeah,
Okay.
good. And you wouldn't say that wouldn't be enough anyway, because I don't know, money in my bank account keeps disappearing. Doesn't mean it's the cause of a tree. You have to be more specific. You could do it, but you'd be more specific, right?
Okay.
Like the cause of the thing that disappeared, maybe. Something.
Okay. It's just that I believe that I heard that you said that. Now I just wanted to confirm that because it disappeared is not a direct cause, but it's not what you said, right? During the class.
If I said it, it was a mistake. If direct and indirect causes are both gone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Por nada. Okay. Okay, and then the other way to divide it is into material cause, neolengigu, material cause, meaning this for an oak tree, for roble, the bellata, and then contributing factors. Okay. Usually we just say quien, but literally it's hlenchiki, hlenchikchekien. Hlenchik means, what it means at the same time, or together with, or something. J means happens or does. Quien. Gesho translates hlenchikje as contributing. So anyway, like, so yeah, the soil, the compost, water, those are the contributing factors in terms of a tree. Okay, keep going here. Give the definition of a material cause, and state an important application of this kind of cause. Okay, so anything that brings about a working thing primarily as a continuation of the same material. We have to say primarily because people are going to say, well, what about the sunlight and the water? Don't they bring about the working thing? And you're like, yeah, but if you took away the neolengigu, the material cause, you would just have a pile of dirt and water, right? You just stick a seed in there, all of a sudden you have a tree. So the tree is the material cause. And then what's the important application of this? It's a proof of future lives, right? I went into it a little bit. It's course 4. Oh no, sorry. Oh, excuse me. This cause is important in proof of future lives since it is used to show that only a past instance of mind could have brought about our current instance of mind. So, I mean, that's the main part of the future proof of future lives is that without the human mind, without the mind stream, the mind stream is the thing that carries over from one life to another, basically. Take course 4 for more details. Okay, give the definition of result, something which is brought about. Okay, so this is just pretty much the opposite of the definition of a cause, right? Something that brings about something else. Cool. And here it is, que, with a B. I wonder if that's past tense. Does anybody want to know? Nobody cares. I'm gonna look right now. Let me see. Okay. I think it might be past tense. There's 426 of those. Yeah, here it is. Kepa. This means past. It's past and it's mayungpa. It's future. So I know you don't care. I'm still gonna show you. Let's see. Here it is. Past, future, imperative of gepa, which means to be born, to make something happen. Okay. I'll stop torturing you with Tibetan. Okay. Cool. You're doing well. Almost done. Don't worry. Somebody has to see this again. Anything that brings about a working thing primarily is a continuation of the same material. Okay, that's the Nirlengigu, the material cause. But all that's on the knowledge base. So we have to finish class. Here we go. How many are in here? The last one? Yeah, we're on the last one. Okay, this is the Tsulsum Yinpa. The 3 relationships. Okay, the first is Chokchu. Chokchu just means 1 and 3. Does 1 and 3 have a relationship? Does sound have a relationship with a thing which is made? Yes, sound is a thing which is made. Perfect. And now this is the JCAP. If 3, then 2. If something is made, it must be a changing thing. Is that true? Yes. Okay. And then lastly, it's the Tokyap, which is if not 2, then not 3. If something is not a changing thing, it cannot be a thing which is made. Okay. And again, we're just reviewing everything we just went over in the class. So it's, if it was fast, it's just because it's a review. I'm not trying to go too fast, but we are almost out of time. Somebody wants to see number 6 again. Here's 6. Oh, did I skip it? I might have skipped it. I'm sorry. I think I skipped it. The definition of a correct reason is a reason where the 3 relationships hold. Thanks, Sasi. So as opposed to a reason, what's the definition of a reason?
Anything put forward as a reason.
Yeah, Tibetan. What's the Tibetan, Alex? Read us. Alex, come, unmute. I'm gonna teach you. Rivas, unmute your microphone.
Yeah.
Say Taxakupa.
Taxikupa.
Takiseni.
Takisen.
Yeah, Taxakupa.
Taxikupa.
Takiseni.
Takisen.
Yeah, Tak is reason. Sukupa, put forward. Takiseni is the definition of a reason. Okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. That's it. I did it. Any questions? Nada. Hassel's got a bunch, but he can't say anything. Sorry, Hassel. Okay. Well, that's it. We're gonna do a mandala. Please do your homework. We'll have the quiz next time. Oh yeah, I've been thinking about the last class because we're gonna have to do the final for this because I'm going right into course 14. If you didn't know, we're just gonna go right into course 14. So this class will end on a Monday, I think November 2nd. That Tuesday will be election day in the United States. If there's still a country, then Wednesday I'll teach the class. Okay. But I was thinking, I don't know. Everybody think about it. Do you want me to have time to do the final together? I mean, maybe for some of you, one day won't be enough to do the final, but I know many ACI students that finished all their homeworks, all their quizzes, all their meditations, but then didn't do the final. And then time goes by and you don't remember any of it. So you have to study everything over again. And you don't feel like it, so you keep procrastinating. So I'm thinking about offering the final before class on Wednesday, November 4th. Okay, so you all can think about that if that was something that interests you. And then quiz for class 10, I don't know, maybe on November 3rd, or we can figure something out. I just want to get done, and I have until March, and this is the pace that I planned out on the calendar that I have to go to finish in March, because I don't like doing homework. I really don't. This is the only way I'll do it. So that's why I'm going so fast. Okay, so you all think about that, and now we're gonna do mandala. Who did it in the beginning of class? Aldo?
Sashi Puki Yuksek Meto Tram Rira Blingshi Nyende Gempadi Sangye Shindu Mikte Uarti Drokun Nandak Shingla Shuparsho Idam Guru Ratna Mandala Kamniyatayami Kewadi Kewoku Sunam Yeshe Tsotsokshi Sunam Yeshe Leyun Tampa Kunito Parsho.
Yay!
Gracias, Ward.
Gracias, Word.
Gracias.
De nada, amigos y amigas. I'm even on time. That's crazy. All right. So hasta miércoles.
Gracias, Jaso, por la
Hasta el
traducción.
miércoles.
Gracias, Hasito. Everybody, do your homework, do your quizzes. Don't quit class. We'll be done in like before you know it. Okay? So just do it this time. Just get it all done. Worry about learning it later, okay?
Thank you for the class.
Okay.
Thank you, everybody. Ciao.
All right. Bye, everybody. Take care.
Gracias, Word. Ahí.
Por nada, carnal.
Digo, brother.